Weather Center Live. You're looking live at Shreveport, Louisiana, where we have seen nearly 3 inches of snow and temperatures that continue to drop. Now, you're looking at intersection. This is where Mike Seidel was this morning. You're looking live at cars, again, stalling out and being stuck on the ice. They literally have no traction. You can see people are sliding as they are trying to get to these cars and move them out of the way. We've seen numerous incidents here at this exact same intersection throughout the morning, from semis to cars. Again, if you don't have to be out, stay home, because a lot of places are closed for this reason. It's too dangerous. All right, from there we head to Nashville, where we have our own problems as well. Temperatures are dropping only in the teens at this hour, and we're seeing the snow coming down still at a good clip, already seeing over an inch, and the snow continuing to impact Broadway. That's a look at Broadway there in downtown Nash Vegas. Not a lot of people out because they are just over it. They're over the snow. And again, stay home if you don't have to be out, because snow in the south is a rare event, but it seems like this winter we keep getting hit hard and hard all month long as we continue. All right, well, it's not just snow. Many people can tell the difference between ice and snow, but what about when it comes to more particular matters like freezing rain and sleet? Do you happen to know the difference? Well, our own Mark Elliott will explain what it is and the differences between the winter precipits.
In the winter, we talk about several types of precipitation. There's snow, but then there's also sleet and freezing rain. But here's the key. They actually start off as snow as well, and it all happens up there. See, it all starts as snow up here at the top, but the atmosphere has layers. So as our snowflake starts to fall, it could go into an area of warmer temperatures, slightly above freezing. So our snowflake starts to melt from the outside in. You now have a water drop that has a little bit of an ice core in the center, but then it exits our warm area and goes back into the cold. That means our water starts to freeze again, but it doesn't reform a snowflake, it just freezes like it is. A solid raindrop, if you will, comes all the way down to the ground and can bounce. We call that sleet. Freezing rain works a little bit differently. It does begin as a snowflake and it starts to fall through the atmosphere. However, it enters a warm area that is much deeper, so that snowflake melts all the way down. It's now just a regular old raindrop, and it continues all the way down to the surface of the ground. But here at the surface, it's actually below freezing still. So that liquid water hits the ground and freezes right on contact. It turns out that freezing rain is one of the most dangerous types of precipitation, but no winter precip is fun, so be careful out there.
All right, we can't emphasize it enough. Be careful out there. We are seeing freezing rain and sleet, especially right at the Gulf Coast of all places, all the way down in South Texas. Houston getting reports of snow and sleet this morning. We've seen serious issues of ice around San Antonio and the Hill Country, closing portions of I-35. I-20 is like a sheer ice rink east of Dallas on the way to Shreveport, and that's where we see that change over to snow really coming down here across much of Louisiana, and now really starting to dump across northern and central Mississippi and northwestern Alabama. Serious issues with travel there as temperatures are dropping very rapidly. We're calling it a flash freeze. They're going from the low 30s into the low 20s in a matter of minutes to hours, and that's going to cause serious issues. So when the snow does fall, it's going to stick, and it's going to stay there for quite some time. So I think it's going to take people by surprise in places like Atlanta and Birmingham as we watch this advance. Timing it out is key, because by the time the kids come home from school, we're likely going to be seeing the snowfall here in places like Birmingham, and then by the evening rush, that's when we could see the snow come down in places like Chattanooga and Atlanta. Don't let your guard down. We may only see a dusting, but it will be enough to coat roads in white and make things very treacherous out there. Even as far south as North Florida getting in on some of those winter weather advisories. Snow likely as we head towards Mobile and Pensacola this evening, overnight tonight. How much? Most areas a dusting, but some areas up to 3.